Welcome back, dear students. Let's continue with today's session with few examples. Hope you all might have enjoyed the adventurous ride in a giant whale. What is the shape of this giant whale here? Is it a rectangle or a circle? Yes, this is a circle. Yeah. This giant whale is in circular shape. Where could be the center of this giant whale? The center of this giant whale is located here, isn't it? Located here. You can see the center of the giant whale. So I can say this is the center of the circle also. Okay. So how many centers a circle has? It has only one center. And what do you call these rods which are connected to this, which are connecting the seats of the giant wheel to the center? Those rods can be called as radius. Okay, radii of the giant wheel, radii of the circle. And double this rod, if you take the rod from one end to the other end, that is called diameter of this giant wheel. And if you find the complete length of this giant wheel, how do you find complete length? Start from here and find the complete length of this giant wheel. That is called circumference. Okay, the length of this complete wheel is called circumference of the circle. So you can see there are many examples in our day-to-day life, okay, where we come across circles or geometrical figures. We have seen the examples of triangles, quadrilaterals, and now we are in circles. So our chapter name is also circles. We'll learn few definitions related to circles today. Let's have a look at few more examples of circles. The wheel you can see, or the clock, slices of orange, the cookies, the dartboard, bangle. There are infinite examples, innumerable examples. Okay, you can see around in your surroundings. So we'll learn few definitions of circles from the textbook. In your textbook, you can see the page number 169. There you will find the definition of a circle. So what is a circle? A circle is the collection of all the points in a plane, okay, which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point, okay, from a fixed point in the plane, and that is called circle. That fixed point is called, like a giant wheel. We have taken the example of a giant wheel just now. Okay, that giant wheel is nothing but a circle, which, okay, the seats you imagine as the different points. So those different seats are connected to form a circular giant wheel. Okay, if any one seat breaks from middle, then that will not be a circle. And the center of the giant wheel, okay, the fixed point is called center of the circle. The fixed point in it is called center of the circle, and the fixed distance is called radius. Okay, so you can note down all these definitions from the reader, page number 169. Then you have few more definitions on the same page. That is, a circle divides the plane into three parts. One is interior, another is exterior, and on the circle. Okay, circle divides the plane into three parts. You can see one is interior, this point is interior, this point is in the exterior, and this point is on the circle. So there is no need to write these definitions. You can copy the other definitions, like what is diameter. Okay, so the chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. Okay, so I gave you the example of diameter in the giant wheel. So this diameter is the longest chord. Okay, If you take the two rods combined together passing through center, that is called diameter. So you can find the diameter definition also here. Then the longest chord, the diameter is the longest chord of the circle, you all know that. Okay, diameter is the longest chord, and all the diameters have same length which is equal to 2 times of radius. Okay, 2 times of the radius. Then you will see few more definitions. What is an arc? Okay, what is an arc? Arc is a part of a circle. Okay, let's have a look now. Using compass, when you draw a part of a circle like this, that is called an arc. Okay, that is called an arc. We can have a minor arc and as well as a major arc. Okay, so you can see here, if I cut this from here, this AB, you can say A, P and B, A, P, B, this forms a minor arc. You can see this part is the minor arc, and the other part AQB is called major arc. This part is the major arc of the circle. Okay, you can see here, this is the major arc of the circle. So what is an arc? Arc is a part of a circle. Okay, next, if you cut a pizza, how do you cut a pizza? Imagine you have a pizza, you brought a pizza, or you went to the bakery to eat a pizza. So how do you cut a pizza? Do you cut it in any way as you wish, or you cut it in a proper shape? Yes, you cut it in a proper shape. So we cut the pizza from the center, we cut it in this way, isn't it? So what do we call this part of a circle? This is called sector of a circle. The piece of pizza or a cake is a sector, the best example of sector. So what is a sector? It is a region bounded by an arc and 2 radii. Okay, so we need 2 radii in a sector. OA and OB are 2 radii. Radii is plural of radius. How many radii can we have in a circle? We can have infinite radii, isn't it? So this part of circle is called sector. This is called minor sector. Which sector is it? Because it's smaller, so I'll call it as minor sector. Then what do we call this part? The remaining part of the cake or pizza, that is called major sector. Okay, major sector. So you'll find the definitions of this minor sector and major sector also here. Okay, so search the definitions of this from here, from this paragraphs, major sector and minor sector. You can draw the figure and write the definitions. Next, let's see what is a segment of a circle. What do you mean by segment of a circle? If you have a chapati, okay, or if you imagine you are taking a bite of the biscuit, how do you take a bite of the biscuit? Do you cut it like a pizza? No, you won't cut it like a pizza. You cut it in this way, isn't it? So this part of the circle is called segment. What do we call it? Segment. So what is segment of a circle? It is the region bounded by an arc and a corresponding chord. This line AB, okay, is called chord of the circle. Okay, what is a chord? Chord is a line segment which touches the circle at 2 points. Okay, that is a chord, and that is the reason we call diameter as the longest chord. What is the longest chord in a circle? Diameter. Okay, diameter is the longest chord of a circle which passes through the center. Okay, how many diameters can we have in a circle? We can have infinite diameters, we can have infinite radii, we can have infinite chords. Okay, infinite radii, chords, diameters. Okay, so this part of the circle is called minor segment. Okay, the bite of the biscuit which you have taken, this part is called minor segment. Then the leftover part, this part, remaining part is called major segment. So what is the difference between segment and sector? This is called major segment. The segment is formed when a chord divides a circle into two parts. They can be equal, they can be unequal. Okay, if the chord divides this, if the diameter divides the circle into two equal segments. Okay, imagine you have a circle or a chapati made by your mom, and you are cutting this chapati into two equal parts from the center. Okay, you are breaking this chapati into two equal parts from the center. So what do we call each part of this? If you break a chapati from the center, this each part is called semicircle. That is half of a circle. What do you call it? Semi. That is half of a circle, semicircle. And if you again break that semicircle into two equal parts, what do we call that each part of a circle? Semicircle. That each part of semicircle is called quadrant. What do we call this? Quadrant. So how many quadrants I can make in a circle? I can make 4 quadrants in a circle. Yeah, I can make 2 semicircles in a circle. So these are a few definitions which you need to remember from circles chapter. Copy all the definitions from the textbook, page number 170 and page number 169. Okay, you'll find all these definitions along with the figures. After doing this all, you have to solve this exercise 10.1, all the fill in the blanks and true or false in your classwork. Okay, so this is the end of the session. We'll continue with the same chapter in the next